about is the issue of not feeling like you want to do some decluttering or really take action on anything that that you get this urge to do. Okay, so I've just been watching a video by a woman named Mel Robbins, and she has a TED Talk on why people get stuck and you know, what's going on and what's the motive, what's the reasoning behind that. Okay, so what she said is we are never going to feel like taking action on these urges, whether it's decluttering or whether it's any other kind of project, whether it's something little or something big. It's really hard to take action, and the reason is this. Okay, if you're waiting for that inspiration to strike, or if you're waiting to feel motivated, you're expecting something that's not going to happen, because we're never going to feel like doing those things. That's not how our brain works, and we might get a little bit of an urge to take action, but if you don't act on that urge within 5 seconds, then you're not going to take action. And the reason is this. She said that our brains have 2 speeds, and one of them is called autopilot, and the other one is the emergency brake. Can you guys hear me okay? Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear me? I just want to make sure my sound is working. Let's see. Well, we're getting more people on, so I don't know. Well, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'll just keep going here. So she said, again, autopilot and emergency brake are the 2 speeds that your brain runs on. So basically, we like to be in the autopilot mode, right? That's why you can drive to work without even realizing how you got there. And it's not that you were sleeping or drunk, you were just totally in autopilot, and your body just reacted and did everything you know, like it needs to do. Thank you, Kristen. I'm glad the sound is working now. Awesome. Okay, so that's autopilot. And autopilot is also kind of the reason that, let's say, you walk into the kitchen after breakfast and everybody's left all their dishes everywhere, right? And it drives you crazy, and you think, oh, I'm not going to clean up these dishes. I'm going to leave these dishes here, and someone else, these people are going to have to come back and take care of it, right? But if you don't act on that impulse in 5 seconds, you're probably going to find yourself cleaning up, because that's your autopilot. At least that would be my autopilot. So it's just easier for you, and your brain doesn't like novelty. It doesn't want that. It's much easier to go with what you are used to. So I find this so interesting. So if you want to change this, or if you do feel like, you know, I really want to declutter my kitchen or my closet, but I can't get myself started, here's what you have to do. You have to recognize that urge when that happens, and then what she says to do is you count backwards from 5. So you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just go. And you don't expect that you're going to feel like it, and you don't expect that you're going to be motivated, but you just do it anyways, because then you can kind of overcome that autopilot speed that's going to get you to say, well, I probably should just go do something else. And I don't really feel like I'll wait until, you know, I'm feeling better, or I have 100 other things that I could do right now, you know, like cleaning up the kitchen. Whereas it's not really what you originally had thought of it. You didn't take action on that spark. So when you do take action on that spark, then that's when you get things done. And it feels really good when you do get things done, right? That is the cool thing. Like when you ignore that urge to pull the emergency brake and say, you know, I really don't want to do that right now. When you ignore that and you actually take action, even if it's a really small thing, it feels really good. And it gets easier and easier, but you have to stop thinking that you're going to be motivated, because nobody's ever motivated to do these things. This was such a revelation to me. This was such an interesting idea. She said also with kids, when we're parenting our kids are never going to feel like doing what they're supposed to do. They're just not, and we should kind of give up on expecting them to feel like it. So we need to, you know, be the parent and just make sure they keep doing the things that we want them to do, whether it's cleaning up their dishes or putting away their clothes or doing their homework or whatever it is. We have to just keep up those reminders until they become autopilot for the kids. And it might take, you know, 18 years. I think for my kids it's going to take 18 years before it becomes their autopilot. Maybe it never will. But at least I realized this is my job, and I should probably stop expecting them to do these things automatically, because it's just not in them yet. They don't have that autopilot to, to put, well, they do sometimes. I don't want to throw them under the bus, because it's not true. They definitely do a lot. But for me to expect that they're going to do it all the time is kind of expecting them to act like adults, and they're not adults yet. So I need to give them a little bit of grace there. So again, I thought this was just such an interesting idea, because, we get a lot of people in our Facebook group, Declutter My Home, and they say, I really want to clean up, but I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. Or I get started and I'm like, it's just no fun. And this is the key to that problem, is that don't expect it to be fun. Don't expect to want to. So when you let go of that expectation, you realize, okay, it's going to stink. I hate this. This is miserable, going through all this junk, or, going through all these things that I bought that I wasted my money on. It's not going to feel good, and I'm not going to want to do it. I'm not going to be motivated to do that. If I realize that, then it just takes this huge weight off, and I can be okay with that. And again, if you take action right away, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you count backwards, and you take action right away and you start, that start will keep you going, and then you have momentum, and then you can get things done. And again, that is what feels so good. That is the amazing thing. So that is my little pep talk for you. And I have to admit that this video, I put that into practice because I was watching this video by Mel Robbins on YouTube this morning as I was brushing my teeth and getting ready, and I thought, oh, I should do a video about that. And I thought, oh, I really have other things to do. I have other things on my calendar. I should probably go and check Facebook. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. This is going to take me 5-10 minutes, and I have this little spark to share right now, so I need to do that. And so I did. So I'm going to put this into practice, and I would love to hear from you if you give this a try and just kind of ignore that urge to pull your emergency brake when you feel like you should do something or make a little bit of a change or a big change. If you just take that action and let me know how it goes, I would love to hear about it. And if you're not already in our private Facebook group, Declutter My Home, there's a link down below on my Facebook page that you can join that group, and there's all kinds of awesome stuff going on in there. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm going to go do some other work now. All right, I'll see you later.